Welcome back to our second part of Unit 7G writing. Today we are going to continue our film review, and in this part it's time for you to write your own review. So your topic, what you will be writing as a review is a film that both critics and friends of yours recommended, but which you found disappointing when you went to see it. So this is the review that you are supposed to write. So if you remember from our part 1 lesson, we talked about tips, 3 tips, right? 3 perspectives. And this was from the first tip. So a movie that your friends and critics recommended, but when you went to watch it, you were disappointed by it. Okay, putting this aside, I have prepared some paragraphs for you to write, and it will help you to write your review more organized and clear. So always be prepared with the background information about the film. So in your first paragraph, it's better to include the title and when was the movie made, its genre, of course, is it based on a book or a true story, famous around the world, and some information about the directors, their nationality, did they win any prize, and some interesting information. And keep in your mind that you should be very brief and short. We don't need many or too much examples. Of course, a contrasting opinion as well. So, if you remember from your part 1 lesson, we read a passage, we read a film review. So, the sentence I'm showing has the contrasting opinion. In your second paragraph, it's better to include names of the main actors, their nationality, and any extra information, and introduction to the main character of the movie, and also a contrasting opinion here. And in the paragraph 3, of course, it's better to talk about the setting and its plot and indication of a storyline, of course, including a contrasting opinion as well. And in the last paragraph, of course, it's going to be your own opinion of the film with a contrasting opinion. And I have some good phrases for you to conclude your review, such as all in all, in conclusion, to sum up. And you can see from here, to sum up, and the person is giving his or her own review of the film. So I think this will help you to write a more organized and clear film review. And I have additional phrases for you to start and end your plot, especially so when you're going to talk about the setting of the movie in your paragraph 3, it's better to start with these phrases. The film is set in where, when, and the plot revolves around, which is the plot focuses on what at the start of the film, in the course of the film. And if you're going to end your story, the plot, you can say by the end of the film, there is a twist at the end. So the twist here means there is an unexpected event at the end of the movie, for example. So these are the good phrases that you should use in your review as well. I hope that until here everything is clear and understandable. So I would like to talk a little bit about types of characters and roles as well, because characters and roles are 2 different things. Characters, they appear in the movie, but roles are the actors or actresses. Their roles for the movie. So I am going to give you an example from the movie The Lord of the Rings. And in the movie, we have the character hero and heroine. Hero is for the male, and heroine for it's for the female. And protagonist has the same meaning with the hero and heroine as well. If we take a look at the Lord of the Rings movie, we can see that Frodo is the hero of our movie. And his role for the movie is what? A star, and he is a leading role for the movie, and in the movie he is a hero, a hero character. And we have sidekick, which is the friend of the hero, and this is Samwise. So if you remember, the Sam was the best friend of Frodo. So in the movie, it's a sidekick character, and he will be having the supporting actor as a role for the movie. We also have anti-hero, which is the opposite of hero. They kind of have a negative meaning, but not that negative. So anti-heroes can be fearful, anxious, but in the end of the movie, they somehow overcome their weakness. So if you remember Bilbo, he really didn't like any adventures and he preferred to stay in his home. But in the end, somehow, he has this courage to overcome his weakness. And in every movie, we always have a villain. Yes, Sauron was the villain in The Lord of the Rings. So it's the role or the actor. Okay, now putting this aside, we have some few more types of characters and roles. Action hero, we call these, they are the heroes from an action or adventure film. So if you see these people, they are all action heroes in most of the action or adventure films, especially this guy. I always see him. And if we say comic actor, these actors usually play in the comedy movies, and Jim Carrey would be the best example for comic actor. And the romantic lead are the actor or actresses who play the main character in a romantic film. So I chose Leonardo DiCaprio. So he is a romantic lead, and he played the Jack character in the Titanic movie. And we have supporting cast and extra. Supporting cast are the other actors in the movie, and extra are the background actors. They don't talk. They just don't do anything. They have very less roles. Okay, so these are the types of characters and roles. You can pause the video and read more carefully. Now your next task is I'm going to be showing you 8 sentences where you need to find 4 sentences which expresses conflict opinion, contrasting opinion, and most appropriate for your review that I just told you in the beginning of the lesson. So find 4 sentences which expresses a contrasting opinion. Okay, if you said 2, 4, 7, and 8, then you are right because they are showing us the conflict opinion. For example, despite the praise heaped on the film by the critics, despite all the good comments and praises about the movie, it wasn't good as I had anticipated. It wasn't good as I had expected. Let's see. So there are 2 different conflicting opinions. Okay, so this was the end of our lesson. Now the most exciting part is giving you a writing assignment, which is you are going to write your movie review. And this is how we're going to assess your work. So in the content, you should include these 3. So first one is, did you approach the task from the particular angle specified in the task? So the review that you should be writing was what? The critics and your friends recommended to you, but you didn't enjoy it. You were disappointed with the movie. So that's the which movie disappointed you in that way. So that's the review that you're going to be writing about the movie. And the second one, so that you include all the information about the movie, and you should also include a contrasting opinion, the people's opinion, and contrasted them with yours. And the second one is organization, which is did you divide your paragraphs? And the vocabulary, did you use adjectives to describe plot and character? So you can see them from page 78, exercise 8. And did you use useful phrases to talk about a plot? Did you use types of characters and roles in your review? So these should be included. And lastly, the accuracy, which is your grammar and spelling. And most importantly, remember in the review, you should always use present simple tense. So these are the things that you need to include in your writing. And this is how we're going to assess them. And in total, you should get 20